It was Christmas Eve at the North Pole, and Peppermint, a tiny elf with a big personality, was frantically searching for Santa Claus. She had last seen him tinkering with a mysterious portal in his workshop, and now he was nowhere to be found. Peppermint exclaimed, her bright pink cheeks glowing with worry. She rushed to find Professor Tinker, a brilliant scientist with wild hair and spectacles, who was busy fiddling with gadgets in his laboratory. Professor Tinker, Santa gone missing, Peppermint cried. Professor Tinker looked up from his work, startled, and peered at Peppermint over the rim of his glasses. "Ah, my dear elf, what seems to be the trouble?" he asked. His voice calm and soothing, Peppermint explained how Santa had vanished, and Professor Tinker's eyes widened. "A portal, you say? I think I know just what might have happened," he said, stroking his chin thoughtfully, "but we'll need to be careful. The human world can be a strange and wondrous place." Just then, a gentle voice floated into the laboratory. "Hello, friends. What's all the fuss about?" It was Blossom, a lovely fairy with blue eyes and blonde hair, who had been watching over Peppermint from afar. Peppermint explained the situation, and Blossom's face lit up with determination. "Don't worry, I'll help you find Santa. I know the human world like the back of my wing," she said, her wings twinkling with magic. Together, the trio set out on their journey, stepping through the portal and into the bustling city. As they emerged onto the sidewalk, they were greeted by the sound of carolers singing and the smell of roasting chestnuts. But amidst the cheer and joy, a sly figure watched them from the shadows. Mittens, a street-smart stray cat. What do we have here?" Mittens thought to herself, eyeing the group with curiosity. A fairy, a professor, and a little elf. This could be interesting. As Peppermint and her friends navigated the crowded streets, they stumbled upon a group of people ice skating. Peppermint's eyes grew wide with wonder, and she clapped her hands in delight. "Oh look, they're ice skating. Can we join in, Professor Tinker?" she asked. Tugging on his hand, Professor Tinker chuckled and handed her a pair of skates. Blossom and Peppermint glided across the ice, laughing and spinning, while Professor Tinker watched with a warm smile. Meanwhile, Mittens crept closer, her tail twitching with excitement. She had never seen such a joyful group before. As Peppermint took a tumble on the ice, Mittens darted out to help her up, and Peppermint grinned at the stray cat. "Thanks, kitty, you're very kind," she said, scratching Mittens behind the ears. Mittens purred, feeling an unexpected sense of belonging. As the sun began to set, casting a warm orange glow over the city, the group continued their search for Santa. They visited a cozy bakery, filled with the scent of sugar cookies and hot chocolate, and asked the baker if she had seen the jolly old man. The baker smiled and handed Peppermint a warm cookie, saying, "I haven't seen Santa, but I'm sure he'll turn up soon. After all, it's Christmas Eve." Peppermint's face lit up with hope, and she thanked the baker, feeling a sense of determination. As night began to fall, the group found themselves at the city's grand Christmas tree, towering above the crowded square. Mittens, who had been exploring the area, came bounding back to the group, meowing excitedly. "What is it, Mittens?" Peppermint asked, and the stray cat pointed to a small door hidden behind the tree. "I think I found something," Mittens exclaimed, her eyes shining with excitement. Professor Tinker's eyes twinkled with curiosity. The door creaked open, revealing a narrow stairway that descended deep into the earth. "This must be it," Professor Tinker exclaimed, his voice full of wonder. "The portal that brought Santa here must be connected to this stairway."